Hey guys, welcome to another F1 2020 career mode, or my team career mode, where we're here at Bahrain for the Bahrain GP. We did all the practice stuff, did actually pretty well, and we got some acclaim, so hopefully Elise has some pace, I have some pace. Quali messed up the recording and I was using CPU to record instead of GPU, so it recorded about 5 frames per second. So I'm going to try and speed it up, play some music, and see, it's going to be a little choppy. I'm sorry. You can fast forward about a minute and it should be over. Hopefully from then on I fixed it and got all that set up for the race and re-recorded everything. I did this race 3 times because twice the recording messed up, so I was practiced. I've also recorded this voiceover now 4 times because I didn't realize that I recorded this multiple times, but I'll let the announcer take over. Yep, and I also messed up this part, so it has a lot of turns, it has a lot of straights. Our car is not wonderful, and I'm gonna shut up.
3.36 mile circuit. 15 corners provide plenty of overtaking opportunities. It could be a strategic race, this one, with Sakir notorious for eating up the rear tyres. Watch out for drivers managing their rubber at some points during the Grand Prix. It's time to see how our drivers are stacking up after yesterday's exciting qualifying session. Lewis Hamilton lines up on pole position, and it's Valtteri Bottas that completes the front row. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Verstappen, Leclerc, Alexander Albon, and Vettel, Sainz, Perez, Ricciardo, and Lando Norris. Stroll, Kvyat, Esteban Ocon, and Gasly, Campbell, Magnussen, Antonio Giovinazzi, and Kimi Raikkonen, Grosjean, Russell, Alesi, and Nicholas Latifi. It's almost time for the lights to go out, so let's head down to the track and get this Grand Prix underway.
So I'm about 2 seconds ahead in the recording, but for tire choice we're going to go soft to medium to soft. It saves about 3.5 seconds. You'll see later in this as I choose through tires. But like I said before, I did this race multiple times, so hopefully it isn't too choppy, hopefully it works, and hopefully this actually records and sounds fine in the final. So this is a week later than my previous video, but I've been busy with school. I am a student, first-time student, but anyway, we're at 5 red lights and about to go, so hopefully it's a good start. We get to a good start and then stall, nearly stall, go into second, over rev into third, lock out. Or, well, do we pause? We just pause? Maybe we paused. I forget how long we paused. This is gonna be fun. Okay, so we just hit pause for some reason. I had to probably readjust my wheel or something. I forgot about that part. But we're flying around the outside. Go. Norris overtakes us instantly. And then Ocon is right on our butt. I can't go defensive. We're using overtake. We brake later than him, squeeze him into the inside around the turn 2 or turn 3. I think that's 3. And then into the S's section, I back out of that, but kind of keep our nose in. I give him a little bit of room, not too much, and then he eventually backs out, and we're ahead. Into this section, onto the long straight, I do lock up a little bit, but not too much. Ocon's about 3/10 back. Now he's 2/10 back. I go way defensive, use overtake, try and stick to the racing line at the end. Go a little tight on that. Go back to the racing line by here, and we're just ahead. There's not a lot that happens in this race, so I will show this part and then I think we cut later, but yeah, so we're about a second and 1.2 seconds behind Norris and out of points, and then Ocon's about half a second back, 4.8, 4.2, he's catching up. We're not going to use overtake. We are in lean revs. Hopefully he doesn't pass us. I should have gone defensive, go into the grass actually a little bit, and just let him go by. I way overshoot that and go super deep, and I already have someone else on my butt. Stroll is right there. I forget that he's out there, and now I have Stroll and Kvyat right next to me. I brake super late into this, go a little deep, show them the outside of the track, and take the racing line. So just like a good sport that I am in this game. We're down into turn 5, I think this is, and then yeah, 5-ish, 5 or 6. We're in 12th place. We're out of points, but it's kind of where we expect to be. We started in 15th, so we've gone forward surprisingly. I think the car has more pace than I can show in qualifying, especially when things are not going well. I was losing frames and everything because my CPU was overwhelmed. But in this, it's not going horribly. We're into 6th gear. I brake a little early, and they're a second and a half back. I'm already in no man's land, and it stays like this for a long time. So we're just going along, gonna do our pit strategy, save some fuel, go into standard, and hope that I can still save fuel. Why are we sitting in standard? I don't know, but we go into lean, and we're gonna fast forward a little bit to lap 11. We've already done one pit stop. That was like a 2.5 second pit stop. I don't have replay footage of this race because, again, recording issues. We'll get that figured out for Vietnam. But we pitted, and we're in 22nd. I don't know exactly what happened. There's a big group. I was at the lead of the big group, so we were going to lose a lot of time, and we are way behind. So Latifi is right here. We're just right on him. But again, dirty air is a thing, and after previous races here, I always spin on this track, so I'm just being careful, being wary, making sure not to lose a front wing, and lock up a little bit, but not too much. Use DRS, use rich mix, and overtake, and we are past Latifi. Bump him a little bit. He squeezes us out, and then we squeeze him back, take that racing line, and move on with our lives. Yeah, and Russell is 4.6. Oh, thank you, Jeff. 4.7 seconds. Latifi is right there. Now he's 4.3 as we fast forward on to the next lap, where we're a little closer to Russell, a little farther away from Latifi. Our teammate is somewhere, not really sure. I think he hasn't pitted. He started on mediums, so he'll be in the medium runners. I'm still way behind, but there is a pack about 4 seconds away, so hopefully we can catch up and join the DRS train, basically, because that is where everybody is. We do have a new livery on our car. I like this one better. I designed it. I used a default one, but the color design looked super cool. The back has like a gradient mixture, almost polka dot, but not polka dot. It's one of the F1 ones. So on to Russell's back, and we're gonna fast forward to, someone is out. Magnussen is out of the Grand Prix. Jesus, I didn't even see that. But off we go into speed up land, where we just catch Russell, go around him, and it's such an easy overtake, I don't even slow the footage down. So we're off trying to catch up to people. Keep going in. Alisi is in the pits. He is now way behind us. We are onto Ocon almost. We're 2.5 seconds off of Ocon, but getting there eventually, hopefully, maybe one day. I don't know how the music is gonna be, but hopefully it's not too loud. Hopefully you can actually hear me through this, and yeah, but I'll let the music kind of play, and we'll just speed on towards Ocon. This is where replay footage would come in handy. pause the footage. Okay, we're gonna pretend that didn't happen and slide a little bit forward. Hopefully it's still in line. It's at 10:15. It's now paused again. So we're going to slide more forward to the next clip. Hopefully this is in line. Otherwise this is gonna be fun. I don't know how to pause the Audacity track, but we are going to let the music go and hopefully figure this out while it's fast forwards. Coming in this corner, we're getting a little close. I think this is where it goes poorly because I get on the power a little too early, then over rev in third gear and just lose the back end. I lock the brakes and it's full brake pressure, and yeah, I spun. I do reset because I just couldn't get out of that wall, so I just hit reset to track, and we fast forward on to later in that lap when I am now in 12th still. So now people are pitting again. I have to pit one more time for sure. I do jump into the pits right as could be it. It passes me and we go all the way back to probably last place again. That's, yeah, our hopes of points or any good finish is, yeah, literally just went spinning away. So that was that. It was dumb driver error made me lose all hope of getting points. We're now on 20th place, stuck on a medium strategy and right behind Russell once again. Hopefully this overtake is just as easy as the one before. I should know. But we fast forward on to lap 22. We are now closer to Russell once again. Russell and Latifi. I think I said we were going to have some good races with Williams at the beginning of the season. So, but that was 2 weeks ago. So, we are back on Russell's gearbox once again. We have DRS. We're out of fuel again. I was at plus 0.1, but now we're at minus 0.101. So, we have a little bit of fuel. I mean, we have 6 laps now to try and get through this, but hopefully we can use DRS, save some fuel, stay with Russell, get pulled up to Grosjean maybe, and try and get something out of this. There's not a lot left to get out of this. Alisi is in front of Grosjean, so at least that is good. And I spin again. Yeah, that went well. I blame me on dirty air. It was probably me just trying to get aggressive again. But Latifi is way out. Alisi actually crashed, or he had an engine failure in the second race of the season. So that is not good for our brand new teammate on a brand new team. But that is not the start of the season. Really, Australia was not the start of the season that we wanted. He didn't do well there either. I didn't do super well there. I don't think we got any points. We have 0 points so far, but we are also a new team, so it should be okay. Yeah, but 3.4 seconds to try and catch up and hope that in the end it's fine, but it's the last lap of the race and that's that. So I forgot that was the last lap, but 19th place overall out of 20th, so because 2 DNFs, Alisi, yeah, it's just disastrous race for us once again. Mercedes on the podium. I think that's going to be a lot of this season in real life and in my career mode. Yeah, so hopefully Vietnam goes better, but I'm not getting my hopes up. I was not very happy after this, so I skip right through the stuff, and we actually level up in combined acclaim. I think, maybe. Yes, we do. We're now a level 3 combined acclaim. We do get sponsors. We did do 100, so that's extra money in the bank. Even with poor results, we still get a little bit of reimbursement almost, but that is going to be it for this one. We'll see you in Vietnam.